The more you walk, the more your knees hurt. Sounds counterintuitive, doesn't it? But the truth is, over 60% of people over 50 suffer from issues with their knees, hips, and lower back, even though they walk regularly, sometimes even more than younger people. But why is that? I've been there myself. I started a 30-minute morning walking routine to stay in shape. Everyone says walking is the safest sport, best for aging. But after just 2 weeks, I began to feel a dull ache in my knee. Every time I climbed stairs, it felt like needles in my joints. I thought my body just needed time to adjust, so I tried walking even more. The result? The pain didn't go away. It spread, down to my calves and then into my hips. That's when I realized something. More activity isn't always better. What matters is doing the right kind of exercise. Movement suited to your age, your joint structure, and your muscle flexibility after 50. That's when I discovered a surprisingly simple method. Just 3 movements, no equipment, no gym, just a thin mat, or even a clean floor. What's special is that these exercises are highly recommended by physical therapists in Japan, Korea, and the US. They don't put stress on the joints, yet they're incredibly effective at muscle recovery. If you're in your 50s, 60s, or beyond, take a few minutes to listen. Because I'm confident that after trying them, you'll feel a difference in your posture, endurance, and even your sleep. Your body isn't weak, it's just reacting to the wrong kind of training. Before I share the first exercise, there's something important you need to understand. After 50, your body starts to change, and it's more than just wrinkles or gray hair. These are changes that happen deep inside. Muscle mass decreases by 1 to 2% per year if you don't train properly. Bone density drops, making joints more vulnerable. Ligaments become stiff and less flexible. Recovery after movement slows down, leading to persistent aches. So, if you're still training like a 20 or 30-year-old, jumping, deep squatting, fast push-ups or sit-ups, you're doing more harm than good. Not because you're weak, but because your body now needs a different approach. The secret of still but strong. Isometric training. This is what the Japanese call these exercises, still but strong, known as isometric exercises. In simple terms, these are movements where your muscles contract, but your joints don't move. For example, when you stand still but tighten your core, that's isometric. When you lean against a wall and sit in the air, also isometric. Because your joints stay still, they're incredibly safe. But your muscles still work hard, contracting, stabilizing, pushing against your body weight. Here's the surprise. Even though you barely move, after just 30 seconds, you'll feel your thighs, abs, and arms burning, because your muscles are working at full capacity to hold you in place. The unexpected benefits of just 3 small moves. I'm not going to list 10 or 15 exercises that overwhelm you, just 3. 3 movements are enough to help you. Build leg strength, especially thighs and knees. Improve balance, reduce fall risk. Ease lower back tension, a major cause of insomnia after 50. Burn calories and reduce visceral fat. Boost circulation, helping cold hands and feet. And what I love most about this method is, you don't need gym clothes, no equipment, and you can do them in your living room, beside your bed, or anywhere with just 1 square meter of space. My experience after 7 days. I started out skeptical. Can 3 movements really make a difference? But after just 3 days, I clearly felt my thighs tighten, no longer soft or shaky. My back stood straighter. I was surprised when I looked in the mirror and saw my posture had improved. After 1 week, I no longer had knee pain when standing up from a chair. And the best part? I slept through the night, no longer waking up from leg numbness or hip aches. The key is not intensity, but precision. You don't need long sessions. Each movement only needs to be held for 20-30 seconds, rest 10 seconds, repeat 3 times. The total session takes just 5 to 7 minutes. But here's what matters. Engage the correct muscle groups. Keep your breathing steady. No rushing, no straining your form. Always warm up before you begin. Gentle wrist, ankle, shoulder, and hip circles for 2 minutes. And now, the first movement. Exercise. 1. Wall sit. Sitting without a chair. Have you ever waited for someone in a hallway, leaning your back against the wall? Now, imagine doing that. except this time, you'll be sitting with no chair supporting you. This is one of the simplest yet most powerful exercises to rebuild strength in your thighs, glutes, and knees. It's especially suitable for people over 50. No quick movements, no bouncing, no heavy pressure. How to do it? Find a clear wall in your living room, hallway, or even on a balcony. Stand up straight with your back pressed flat against the wall. Slowly lower yourself until your knees form a 90-degree angle, as if you're sitting on an invisible chair. You can let your arms hang by your sides or rest them gently on your thighs. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds, then slowly stand back up. Rest for 10 seconds. Repeat 3 times. What you'll feel. At first, you might feel your thighs heating up after just 10-15 seconds. That's a good sign. Your muscles are waking up after being underused for so long. If you're not used to it yet, you can start with 15 seconds and increase gradually. Quick tips. Don't let your knees go past your toes. Keep your back and neck pressed against the wall. Don't lean forward. Breathe steadily. Don't hold your breath while holding the position. Why this exercise matters. Older adults often lose thigh strength without even noticing. This weakens your balance and increases the risk of falling when going up and down stairs or even stepping over a small doorway edge. Wall sit helps safely rebuild these major muscles, which also supports your knees and lower back. Exercise. Aus 2, bridge pose. The bridge. This is a gentle yet incredibly effective movement for your lower back, glutes, and abdominal muscles. It's especially helpful if you often suffer from dull back pain or feel fatigued after standing for long periods. How to do it? Lie on your back on the floor or a mat. Bend your knees, keeping your feet flat on the ground and parallel to each other. Place your arms down by your sides. Inhale, then slowly lift your hips, squeezing your glutes and engaging your core until your body forms a straight line from shoulders to knees. Hold this position for 20-30 seconds, then slowly lower your hips back down. Rest for 10 seconds. Repeat 3 times. What you'll feel. You'll feel your glutes tighten and your lower back gently supported. If you feel a slight tremble, don't worry, that means your muscles are working. Important tips. Don't lift too high. Avoid arching your back excessively. Always squeeze your glutes. Don't push up using your heels alone. If it feels too intense, you can lower down sooner and gradually increase your holding time. Why this movement is especially helpful for those over 50. The lower back is one of the most vulnerable areas as we age, especially if you sit or stand for long periods or lift objects incorrectly. The bridge pose strengthens the core muscles that support your spine, helping to reduce pain, improve posture, and increase your overall stability. Exercise. 3. Single leg stance. Balance on one leg. Have you ever felt unsteady while stepping off a bus or while standing on one foot to change your shoes? It's not necessarily because you've lost balance, it's because the muscles in your knee, ankle, and other small stabilizing muscles have gradually weakened over time. Balance is one of the most important indicators of physical health after age 50. And the good news is you can train it back with just one incredibly simple exercise. How to do it. Stand upright. Place your hands on your hips or stretch your arms out to the sides for balance. Slowly lift one foot off the ground. It doesn't need to be high. Just 10 to 15 centimeter, 6 inches, is enough. Hold this position for as long as you can. Aim for 20 to 30 seconds per side. Then switch legs. Repeat 3 times per leg. If you're just starting out, you can stand near a chair or wall and lightly touch it for support if needed. Each time you feel wobbly, try to tighten your core and the standing leg to regain control. Over time, you'll notice you no longer need to hold on. How it benefits your body. The standing leg is fully activated, from the thigh to the knee and ankle. Your core muscles engage to help keep your center of gravity stable. It improves your balance reflexes, especially helpful when walking on uneven surfaces or climbing stairs. Just 3 simple movements, but enough to transform how your body functions. The best part? You don't have to do all of them at once. Start with 1 or 2 exercises a day. Just 5 to 7 minutes is enough to activate your muscles. If you do it correctly, consistently, and mindfully. And remember, you don't need to drip sweat or feel sore all over to call it a good workout. What you truly need is to engage the right muscles, make your body work with control, and feel the change from within. After 7 days, your body starts saying, "Thank you." You might be surprised. Just 7 days of consistently practicing these 3 movements, and your body will begin to change, quietly but noticeably. You'll stand up from a chair more easily. No more cracking sounds in your knees when squatting down. Your steps will feel steadier when walking through the market or crossing the street. That dull ache in your lower back, it might ease or disappear entirely. Most importantly, you'll sleep more deeply without waking up from leg numbness or hip cramps. This isn't magic. It's simply your body responding to the care you've finally given it through proper, gentle, and consistent movement. Your body isn't getting old. It's just asking for a different approach. I know many people over 50 feel discouraged when they notice their body isn't what it used to be. Some say, "I used to play soccer for 2 hours nonstop. Now I get tired walking for 10 minutes. But honestly, the problem isn't age. It's lack of preparation. Once you enter midlife, your musculoskeletal system needs a new mode of operation. Like a car that's been running for 20 years, it can't be driven the same way as a brand new one. You don't need to run faster. You need to move in alignment with how your body functions now. You don't need to exercise more. You need to exercise smarter. You don't need to become an athlete. You just need to get up from a chair, climb stairs, or tie your shoes without pain. That's the definition of true strength after 50. Don't skip the first steps, even if you can only hold for 10 seconds. You might be thinking, "I tried, but I couldn't hold it for 30 seconds. I must be too weak." Not at all. You're just getting started. Even someone who's done yoga for 10 years can feel shaky when restarting after a break. Feeling tired, trembling, or wobbly when balancing is completely normal. Start with 10 seconds. Tomorrow, try 15 seconds. After a week, you'll be halfway to 30 seconds. More importantly, you didn't quit. Exercise isn't about forcing your body. It's about befriending it. If there's one lesson I've learned from years of exercising after 50, it's this. Your body doesn't need to be pushed. It needs a partner. Exercise shouldn't be a battle against fat, pain, or age. It should be a journey of rebuilding trust with your body, day by day. Every second you hold a wall, sit. Every time you lift your hips in a bridge. Even just standing on one leg without falling, that's progress. So, what should you do today? Choose a time that's easy to stick to, after waking up, before breakfast, or 30 minutes before bedtime. Lay out a small mat, or just use the floor. Start with 1 or 2 exercises. Don't force yourself to do all 3. Always listen to your body. No sharp pain, no straining, no breath holding. After 1 week, take a photo or write a short journal entry to track your progress. Your body will thank you. Quietly but clearly, you'll feel a straighter posture, firmer, more confident steps, deeper sleep, fewer random aches and pains. And most of all, a sense of control over your own body. No pill gives you that feeling. No supplement can replace the power of moving the right way. If you found this video helpful, let me know. Hit like if this gave you motivation. Click subscribe so I can keep creating helpful content for those over 50. Comment if you'd like a detailed breakdown of each exercise. And most importantly, try one exercise today, just 5 minutes, and share your experience with me below. Thank you for staying until the end of this video. I know your time is precious, and I know that starting a workout routine after years of inactivity isn't easy, but you've already done something important. You've cared for your health. I hope you continue this journey, not rushed, not pressured, but steady and kind to yourself. See you in the next video. Wishing you strength and vibrant energy every day.